Hey, thanks for making it to Veterans Info Tap. I'm glad you made it. Take advantage of your CHAMPVA pharmacy benefits. So, for those that don't know, CHAMPVA is a benefit that is out there, and I wanted to it's kind of like a supplemental insurance, like a health insurance, and it'll act as a secondary payer if you already have insurance, or it can also take the place of your primary in the event that you don't have insurance. So if you quit your job and you no longer have insurance and you qualify for CHAMPVA, CHAMPVA will move into the number one spot as healthcare insurance. Now, I want to read to you, before I read this publication here, this announcement, news release, I want to read to you the eligibility for CHAMPVA, and then I'll jump into the news article. So with that, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, share with a friend, all that good stuff. I really appreciate it. And look, do two things. Hit the thumbs up, let the video run. It's what really helps to get this information into the next person's hands. If you want to consider joining the channel, that does help as well. And it helps me to find you quicker in the comments. All right, so CHAMPVA eligibility. This is directly from va.gov. To be eligible for CHAMPVA, you cannot be eligible for TRICARE. So if you're a spouse of a veteran, for example, and that veteran is retired and you are receiving TRICARE benefits, then you are not eligible for CHAMPVA. There are a couple weird little workarounds. I don't really know what they are. They're so unlikely that it's pretty much I never see it. So anyway, jumping back into it. So it says here, you cannot be eligible for TRICARE. And you must be in one of these categories. There's 4 categories in which you can become eligible. So you don't have to be all of them, just one of them. You must be in one of these categories. Number 1, the spouse. So you, the person who's hearing this, you must be the spouse or child of a veteran who has been rated permanently and totally disabled for service-connected disability by the VA, by a VA regional office. So 100% permanent and total. So once you hit that, once the veteran hits the 100% permanent and total, the spouse and dependent children can be eligible for CHAMPVA. Number 2, the surviving spouse or child of a veteran who died from a VA-related or rated service-connected disability. So if the veteran passes away due to a service-connected disability, and oh, by the way, the death certificate has 2 spots: cause of death, contributing cause of death. If the service-connected condition is in either one of those spots, you are golden. So, the surviving spouse or child of a veteran who died from a VA-rated service-connected disability as either the cause of death or contributing cause of death. This also means that the spouse would be eligible for what they call dependency indemnity compensation, which is a monetary benefit. So that's just a little add in there, and it ranges anywhere from about $1,600 a month, over to over $3,000, depending on a few different variants. All right, number 3, you're the surviving spouse or child of a veteran who was at the time of death rated permanent and total disabled for service-connected disability. So what this sounds like is if the veteran passes away at any time during their time of being rated 100% permanent and total. So if they passed away 2 days after being rated 100% permanent and total, it appears here that the spouse or child would be eligible for CHAMPVA. And I'll read it again just for more clarity. So the surviving spouse or child of a veteran who was at the time of death rated permanent and totally disabled from a service-connected disability. Now, the question here is, and sometimes they just lump it together like this, and it sounds like it's one disability, right? From a service-connected disability. One. But it's hard to say if they really mean that, because in the number 1 section, the spouse or child of a veteran who has been rated permanently and totally disabled for a service-connected disability, same verbiage, right? But we know that if you're 100% permanent and total, with 7 different conditions to get you there, that qualifies you for CHAMPVA, your spouse and dependents. So I'm guessing that it could be multiple conditions. All right, so number 4, the surviving spouse or child of a military member who died in the line of duty, not due to misconduct. In most of these cases, these family members are eligible for TRICARE, not CHAMPVA. So this is that one I was talking about. In some cases, you may have somebody who was in the military who passed away, and they're not eligible for TRICARE. But it says here that in most cases they are eligible for TRICARE, which means that they would not be eligible for CHAMPVA. All right, the last little paragraph here. An eligible CHAMPVA sponsor may be entitled to receive medical care through the VA healthcare system based on their own veteran status. If the eligible CHAMPVA sponsor is the spouse of another eligible CHAMPVA sponsor, both may now be eligible for CHAMPVA benefits. In each instance where the eligible spouse requires medical attention, they may choose the VA healthcare system or coverage under CHAMPVA for their healthcare needs. So it sounds a little bit confusing, and it is. And I'll probably call just to double check. So let's read through it again for those that are really interested. An eligible CHAMPVA sponsor, in my mind, I'm thinking the veteran, right, may be entitled to receive medical care through the VA healthcare system based on their own veteran status. Of course, I can go to the VA as the veteran. I'm also the CHAMPVA sponsor for my dependents. Okay, so now we got that first sentence taken care of. Next one, if the eligible CHAMPVA sponsor, me, is the spouse of another eligible CHAMPVA sponsor. We're 2 veterans, we're married, we're both 100% permanent and total. Okay, that means my spouse is 100% rated veteran, permanent and total, and I, as her spouse, would be eligible for CHAMPVA. It says now here, both her and I would both be eligible for CHAMPVA benefits as spouses. In each instance where the eligible spouse requires medical attention, they may choose the VA healthcare system or coverage under CHAMPVA for their healthcare needs. So the answer here, or the question, I guess, first is, as a veteran, can you utilize CHAMPVA? The answer is yes, comma, if your spouse is 100% rated or an eligible sponsor, right? There's 4 different ways. So if your spouse was a service member and made it to where you would be eligible to receive CHAMPVA as a spouse, the answer is yes. All right, so now let's move over to this little news release here again. Take advantage of your CHAMPVA pharmacy benefits, eligible beneficiaries' options to easily get prescription medications. This came out on the 26th of December. All right, get your prescriptions delivered to your home without having to wait in long lines or pay high out-of-pocket costs. Receiving the medications you need when you need them has never been easier for beneficiaries enrolled in the CHAMPVA, which is the long version Civilian Health and Medical Program of the Department of Veterans Affairs. Eligible dependents can take advantage of unique cost-saving pharmacy benefits through CHAMPVA with the Optum Rx Pharmacy Benefits Manager and or Meds by Mail home delivery. CHAMPVA is one of 4 family member-focused health benefit programs offered through VA. Under this program, VA shares the cost of covered health care services and supplies with eligible beneficiaries. The spouse, widow or widower, and children of a veteran are eligible if the veteran is rated permanently and totally disabled for a service-connected disability or was at the time of death. To receive CHAMPVA benefits, you cannot be eligible for TRICARE. If you have private health insurance with prescription coverage, CHAMPVA can help cover the cost of your medications as a secondary payer through VA's Pharmacy Benefits Manager, Optum Rx. The OptumRx network has more than 66,000 participating retail pharmacies nationwide that can electronically submit your pharmacy claims. For more information about OptumRx or to order a pharmacy card, call OptumRx Beneficiary Help Desk at 888-546-5502. You must be enrolled as a CHAMPVA beneficiary. If you do not have other health insurance, you can choose between OptumRx and Meds by Mail for your prescription needs. Get your prescriptions delivered with Meds by Mail. Beneficiaries who are using CHAMPVA healthcare benefits without other insurance have automatic access to Meds by Mail. Meds by Mail offers a convenient option to get non-urgent prescription medications delivered directly to your door. Meds by Mail is a free service with no enrollment, no out-of-pocket expenses, cost share copay, and no annual deductible for all CHAMPVA beneficiaries who do not have other health insurance with pharmacy coverage. All you need to do is tell your doctor to send your prescription electronically using the pharmacy name Meds by Mail CHAMPVA. For more information on Meds by Mail, download or print the new Meds by Mail brochure to keep important information about our home delivery service within reach. Register for a My Healthy Vet account for online access to refill requests and prescriptions delivery tracking. Contact your Meds by Mail servicing center. Representatives can help you with your Meds by Mail questions. So East is 866-229-7389. West is 888-385-0235. And to do automated prescription refill is 888-370-1699. I'll put all that in the description. It says here that if you're looking to get vaccinated, vaccines are covered for whatever kind, I'm assuming. Moving on. Under its preventative services, CHAMPVA also covers your annual flu shot, shingles vaccine, and any other CDC recommended vaccines for your age group. Make sure you bring your CHAMPVA ID card, and your provider will bill CHAMPVA for the administrative fee for the vaccine. How to get started. To make the most of your CHAMPVA pharmacy benefits, you must first be enrolled in the program. If you're using CHAMPVA healthcare benefits and you do not have other insurance with prescription card, you can use both OptumRx and Meds by Mail services. If you have other insurance, CHAMPVA can help cover the costs. Find out which option's right for you by following these steps. It has a few steps here, and then that's the end. The steps are: 1, check your eligibility, which I just read to you, and apply for CHAMPVA if that makes sense. Number 2, find a participating pharmacy near you in the OptumRx network to fill your prescriptions. Note, you can take advantage of OptumRx if CHAMPVA is your primary or secondary healthcare benefit provider. So OptumRx, whether you're using CHAMPVA as your primary or a secondary, you can utilize OptumRx. Number 3, opt into Meds by Mail to get your prescription medications delivered to your door with no extra fuss. This service is only available if you do not have other insurance. So if you're solely utilizing CHAMPVA as your healthcare. All right. And with that concludes it. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. Have a great one. And remember, if we don't take care of each other, something went wrong.